I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA Review. Today is May 6th, Tuesday, 2025. I hope you had a good day today. So I got to do it early, and I'm trying to rush because I got something to do later. So let's run into it. As you can, if you watched yesterday's video, we talked about a couple options here, as you see, right? First, this was coming down underneath that gap. We'd open up, come underneath the gap. Asia would do the damage and get down into this breakout area. Liquidity, 50% of the opening of this bearish daily bounce, and so on. And then another option yesterday was if we also came down, right? But we were bullish and then pop in here. So we've done all of those, and came all the way, snapped back up here into the open day price right here. I'm sorry, and then we were sold off. We're in here, but all that was already accomplished in both of these examples. See that? So beautiful. That's not coincidence, obviously, and that's why I'm making the point of it, right? But as you see, real quick, you'll see it was a shakeout at the open. We had already. Let me fix this because I gotta go. I have to make this shorter. Okay, and then over here you could see I got this projected, this little swing here when we broke that. So we did that yesterday, and then we're slithering down, possible lower low, lower high even. We don't know if it's going to keep going or is it going to come down even lower. I'd like for it to come down lower. It makes sense. It's easy buyers. Only logical that they've already squeezed up everybody up here. Again, they can go all the way up here too, right? And still do it. But anyways, that's just a simple logic. So that's why we're coming up in here. Getting into more of this daily imbalance, you can see that there's obviously one on Wednesday, right? See that? It's in blue here. So this is a little bit more refined. Plus, we also have the top 25% of this bearish. I'm not going to quad it as too much shit, but you can see right here that this is the 50%, right? This area right here. Miss it by maybe a tick. But we got the 930 open here. You can see the projection of that candle. We broke through 2 to 2.5. But all I needed for this sell was getting the 25% of the opening range gap. So you see that? We already have, at that level, we swept these guys right here real quick once we opened up. And then now we get to our final objective because, well, not final, I'm sorry. Let me say it this way. The objective at minimum. Why? Because you got liquidity to the left. Let me squeeze it in here. Obviously, you can see that right there. That was when I mentioned when I took this trade and I squeezed it out. If you watch this day's video, I did that live on this video. Go watch that. But then we pushed up. But that liquidity plus the imbalance in a breakout area, obviously on the 4-hour, very, very clear. I'm making it long for no reason, right? But the here is specific algorithmic levels. I mean, this is not random at all. You got too much confluence with what I'm telling you. Couldn't make it up if you tried, right? But you got nice that little divergence right there. This is I take this trade all the way till we get and squeezed out right here. Sure enough, couldn't even catch the buy to go up. Because why would I say that? Why would I want to buy here? Well, number one, if you're really bullish, you're gonna be on the top 25%. You're not even gonna hit the 50, right? Of this like bull imbalance for the daily, for example, right? But at the same time, the 2 to 2.5, but the liquidity was also a factor, but they have already been dropping down easily lower low and lower high structures. That's already an easy run liquidity for at least up back to the gap. Remember, we broke from it. We came back, and it's very logical that, again, because we are already down here. It's not like we're up here and we're selling into it, right? No, we are already down here. So as you see, X marks the spot. And what do? They rush back up for the liquidity that was built, obviously, right? Look at the hugging of the bearish daily imbalance over here that we're talking about, that we're in. I didn't even drag it out. I need to drag it out even more. Let's just do that. Yeah, it's messy. And shit. Yep, this is definitely how I make videos long. All right, hold on. I just want to make this point, right? Okay, so then again, real quick, you see that we have the first imbalance right here, this 931 right here, right? Very, very small, but still used. You can see that once we're down here, we get this stupid ass candle and breaks above. And it only shallows retracements right there, all the way in the top, right? That's all you're gonna get, right? And then it's bullish. I'm not interested in buying this because why? I would still like to have price come down lower. I don't want to be involved. I've already got the move from here to here. I'm just showing you my logic from earlier in the day that obviously take profits is a great trade, but I mean, I'm not getting stuck selling from this level here to keep coming down. That's like it's already like what we have projected in the screenshots that I just showed you, or from the YouTube videos. Examples are, they're in this window, right? And the perfection is that to be perfect is not be perfect, because they missed this area of the 50% and this red 50% of the daily bearish imbalance on purpose. So either two things this is doing: either it's creating liquidity so they can put buyers in here to then come back up, wipe out the easy sellers, and then obviously when we get up here we sell back down and wipe out the easy buyers. That's why I took this trade from here to here. I'll put that in well, we'll see what I did with this. Trump's push up here with these candles, super obviously manipulated and intentional. They just wanted to come real quick to wipe out these people from the Asia Open. So I mean, very, very logical, and it snaps to almost 50% of it. Actually, a hair lower. You see that? It's in the red in the background. You see that right there? So we have a daily bearish imbalance. Wait 1 second. I gotta. What was I saying? You have the daily to today's day gap there, plus the old week gap that's obviously there. It's quadded, and look at 50%. That's that red level right there, right? And look how the bodies are underneath it. That's to show you even how weak it is, right? At that moment, right? And then what's it called? Tagging it like algorithmically. Obviously, when he started speaking today, didn't even realize he was speaking today, but found out after this pushed up. Then as soon as this smacks that level, that's literally algorithmic like level, like snapping, like price action, right? So if that's the case, then I know they're rushing back down for these easy buyers, where they're using this as fake support. This is a breakout level on this time frame. Forget the example that we're talking about over here. Or over here, it's the same story. So we busted through that 930, not 930, but this swing high right here. We busted through it, and they kept it up, right? Sneaky to get the sellers to the left, right? Liquidity. Then immediately that breakout level is a minimum coming back. Look how we come back down, all right, and then we tag it right here perfectly. For me, I'm not getting out right here because I took the sell from here with this imbalance right here, this 12.15. We created it. We started wicking in it right there, wicking in it twice. See that? I don't even have it highlighted because I didn't need it. I'm just paying attention. But are you paying attention? Okay, you see that right there? We snagging it twice, and I admit I was trying to catch it in here, and they were so sneaky with the way they snapped the wick in. Fucking got filled right here, over here. This is also a midnight level, not midnight level. This is the top 25% level as well. See that? And we have the midnight level right here. Don't get lost in this. This is this orange level that goes all the way across. See that? So we're literally snapping the bottom of that midnight level. Look at that. Yo, and then this last up candle. Tick. Right by the tick. All right, where we going with this? So obviously there's a minimum. I wanted to wait for another drive. I ended up getting out here. Why? Well, because I squeeze it out, number one. Number two, I'm getting lower highs here, so I'm holding it, right? And number three, you have now squeezed more of the breakout guy, because the guy who's buying up here, this is where he started. The late buyers started to buy here, right? And they already know, okay, well, if it's this high, it's going to keep going. It's not, we're not going to come back down from there. If this was going to be after this lower high here, was this going to be a lower high? Really, the structure is very simple. This is why I make videos long. I need to stop teaching too much. That was one leg, and then coming back up, all right, for retracing to take out sellers is another leg, right? And then obviously once we came and did that, we're coming back down to wipe those guys out right here. So logically, this flow, again, because we met an objective here intraday, right? So at the same speaking, we are bullish. And that's why even a sell from up here to come back down is logical. And if you're selling or buying, okay. So notice how the logic is better than, what's really happening technically, because that's what's happening, right? Obviously, they why else would they fucking come and snap right there, right? You know what I mean? You have also the first imbalance from yesterday right there. And it's if you this what I'm trying to tell you, if you're a new viewer, this is a black hole. It'll be a magnet. It'll just literally come and reference it, right? That's what they did with the Trump bullshit. We came back down. I got out right here. Look at the candles looking like they're gonna slither. I call it slithering if it's gonna keep rolling. It didn't. It stops. Then it starts popping up, right? So we're also at the bottom of this opening range, 25%. You see that? And that's algorithmic. So, it's, the goal was to get underneath or tag at least this 25%, because this is now a refined area, and this whole idea that I'm giving you after the breakout area and all that, right? So that there's a blueprint in the background here. There's a schematic in the background. We're using that. All algorithmic, right? So even everything was based off of an algorithmic level. It's not anything else at all. So why would I take this sell? And most people didn't, because when it's a top 20, when it's a bottom 25% of the opening range gap, it can be weakness here, and then obviously it's a last leg to come down, right? So anyways, move 1 down. Okay, move 2 up. Okay, move 3 down. Is 3 gonna keep coming, or is this now turning into 4? Kind of looks like it, but it have to be heavy. I have to go, but I won't know what's going to happen later in the video, as I normally do, and I do the video closer to 4 o'clock. But I will say that obviously it's either going to keep going up from here or it's going to keep coming down. But as easy as that may sound, what's the point of me saying it? It's because, well, you only needed this move, 2, shake out. See that? See that's a speaker? See how they're trying to confuse it? And then 3 back up, right? And then 4 back down. And then is this 5 going up from here, or is it going to be, still 4 coming back down? Anyways, if you get what I'm saying, the flow and the possibilities we're laying it on the table every day. I'm doing that already here, obviously, with these examples, right? Did we not do that? So beautiful shit, right? And then what else? So I want to see if it's going to stay weak here. I want it to stay underneath this level. This is the top of that bearish daily imbalance right there. See that? We have the 50 right here. Look at the 50. After we push up, we snag it to it, playing around here, and then we come back to it, right? You see it coming down to the 25, 50. Now we're tagged. How many fucking times did we just tag it right there? And then I want to kind of see it come underneath. If it stays above here, then it's bullish. That's just a general gist. I think I've explained enough. Pretty easy, right? And then I'll outline yesterday technically. But before I go with that, if I understand that this option is going to come down, and then from here possibly buy back up, right? But when you get here, because we did snap right to the open right here, this is where it would have been. Well, when you get here, another option is if it makes a lower high and it sells back down to here, right? So then you're playing with good probabilities. Okay, I'm pretty sure you feel me. And then as you see, we're slowly popping up with some of the assets, and they're looking a little strong, more than a big fallout. It'll be very interesting now what they do with FOMC. I don't know. It's either going to skyrocket this way and go up, or we're sinking. Dead center, like dead serious. But I mean, this could be a break above a trend line phantom right here, and just simple bullishness. They can, and to be honest with you, so I could be finished. This could be a long, slow movement up, and they could take their sweet time, which is actually very nice. I would like that. Make it a simple structure up, and then we come back down and wipe out some buyers that maybe we are setting up now. So I mean, this is the only way I can mention and flow with it. But looking real weak with that nice 4-hour candle that turned into a wick. I'm hoping for us to come down. I'm still wanting for us to come down here. So making lower highs, I'm hoping for that. But if it doesn't, then just fucking buy it. You know what I mean? We'll see. Hope that makes sense. But yeah, man, I mean, I think we're finished up here. This is Dow. Want to coming down and get some more liquidity to the bottom. Get into this down candle, maybe 50% of it. Who knows? It doesn't matter. We taking the intraday trades. Again, is this a fake out with this wick right here? Or is it going to come down? Or I would like to say that it should still retrace more down, but we pretty much we came to accomplish what we did, wanted to do. I mean, we already had the understanding of. I said I was. If you watched yesterday, I said I was going to wake up and it was going to be here. Didn't I fucking say that? Again, missing that on purpose. Let me see. Too long? 15 minutes is good. Yeah, I gotta go. Yeah. So right now it's pretty neutral and can be bullish or could be bearish. And we've exhausted this here now, but I feel like coming in lower. Oh, and you can see the projection here to 1 to 1.5, tags to 1, and the liquidities. I don't know if I mentioned that, but sitting there right there. So this is a very nice golden area here. Instead of being perfect here, but that's why I think maybe they come back down again because they avoided it on purpose. Who has this on their chart? How many people do you see have this level on their chart? I doubt it, and there's some, of course. But in general speaking, hey, this is my chart, obviously, right? But anyways, we'll see if we come down lower. But nice moves. This was sick selling this. Little irk that I didn't buy it here. But because I'm not interested in being a buyer here. So it's kind of like I had to kind of let it play the way it played and be safe with it. But soon as Trump shot that shit up there, I was like, bro, I was trying to rush to push the button. I was like, even on lunch, and then immediately they put this imbalance. I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna be able to get it. Took it right down here, dude. It was sick. So again, fizzling out, and the whole point of this conversation is, why do you want to be involved here and here and here? But just I try to catch that shit on the earlier side and be safe with it, and you don't need to be involved. 1, 2, 3, 4 moves is plenty, right? So walk away type of thing, right? And then you're gonna see these same buses coming tomorrow. So obviously, everything is all set. I don't need to draw it, right? Damn, I should have did that already. So I can go. I like teaching, but I just make videos too long. So either we're gonna just shoot the fuck up, right? I'm just gonna say it like that, right? Or I doubt. Okay, so for bullish, um, yeah, I really feel like that would be the only way for being bullish, unless we were to do something like this and then we did that. So I'll mark it like that, right? Or now for selling, I would like for it to just sell from here, come straight down, and then we'll see what happens here. Might get a flow like that, right? That's for selling, and obviously here too. So you guys take care. God bless.